Skylines while drinking a shake because we do everything casual, like we don't pretend. I've been wanting to work on this all week, but I'm lazy about changing everything in my stream editor that I got off of Twitch because I'm such a noob. I honestly wish that every scene that I made would basically allow me to have the different games and words, not just different pictures. Alright. This is the city at night. We have night turned off normally, but it logs in at whatever time of day it is. And Mr. Poop dropped by. One day people will be able to see Mr. Poops on a camera. Isn't that right, Poop? She's giving me cat eyes. How dare I even think about such a thing? Alright, cat time is over. So you've got pets, good morning. Otherwise they think that, you know, you're just being cruel and stuff and, you know, not using your manners. Alright. It's a hazy day. From manufacturing down to natural goods. And this here is our farming industry for the Sims themselves. But we, as soon as we have money, we need money. We need all the money to set up our farming. The problem that we're having right is we need to implement a means of getting the product out without impacting the city. As soon as the city starts bringing in bringing in imports from other cities through external connections, we're gonna be down in a handbasket. So now I think I downloaded a new interchange, several of them, it seems, and this one, weirdly enough, is the best one for exactly what we want. It's big, it allows all kinds of things to happen, but most importantly, it allows that mother load of traffic, especially after implementing, you know, the urban areas later on, which isn't that far away. No, we are about 3,000 out, and if we're not careful, we're going to be there before we're ready. We only need, currently we need residential area, this, you know, work types. We've made it so that these Sims can get to work, even though it's out in the sticks of the area. Using. Yeah, I need to turn this music down just a tad. There we go. Again, we need to plug for no copyright sounds, most especially on YouTube. It took me like all day to get YouTube to remove the track not supposed to be there. Spotify lies. It was giving me stuff for that genre of music instead of just this particular corporation. Currently I'm waiting for money. We don't have enough money for what I want to do at this point. Let's see. Oh, I suppose we could ask them to pay higher taxes. So here, not that that was that much. Once the taxes are raised, lowering taxes is like really lame. And yes. Alright. Gonna be a pause here because I seem to have, you know, swilled my breakfast shake all over me. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't eat breakfast the day before and it's liquid. You can put it back in the fridge, even if you make it yourself. All kinds of young lady stuff in here. So we're gonna try to avoid asking for money from our residential sector. They need the most and they're worth the most. So we'll save it. And we're gonna look at it's an expenditure. And for this one-way toll booth. It's nice. Two-way toll booth. Also nice. We want the most cost for our buck. This is a big honk thing for 35 grand. And two of these are 24. $200 a minute versus two of these 120 versus 200. Upkeep is monstrous. So it works out that while this is more expensive to start out with. Alright, things are, put this choke that way down. This will make us a huge amount of money. Excuse me, frog in the throat. This is where do we want to make money while we wait? I've never really enjoyed when they do that because you can't do anything to it, and we currently can't buy that, so. Oh, I guess we can. Ooh, sexy. Oh, we now have a specialization. So let's have a look at our pre-planning. Our pre-planning allows us to do nothing. Alright, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna plan, put some leader in here, try and make sure that it exists. We are gonna put the leisure right here. It's right away. Got coverage. And do we need it? Probably not. And make sure that it meets city guidelines of sustainable building. And let's slap this bad boy down. Well, maybe not, because probably his slap is more extremely noisy. That's what we're gonna do right there. It'll look extremely weird. But I am allergic to annoying Sims without terrorism. It doesn't need to be really that big, it just needs to be available. And remember, we need money for infrastructure where we put that lovely item in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to build a road. Connects. Raise it. Put the moving mod to ensure that it doesn't get flooded. We have a dam that we're building later on. We know that in advance. We have so much water here. So let's see where our services, electricity is low. Is it because of budgeting? That's always a good question. We need to throw money at it? No. We need to actually put something down. Let's see, did we get anything new? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank the divine being. Alright. Now we need to find a nice, expeditious place to put this. Probably see if we can buy. Nope, can't buy anything, dang it. Alright. So, it's industrial. The nice part is that it's clean. Could put it there, but we'd have to actually road up. Okay. We already know our road system here is. We're gonna take a little bit of This can also shut down a lot of things. Are you kidding me? Really? Okay. Oh, that's gonna have to move because that is a really good. The goal is to keep services far away from people so that. Alright, squeeze that in there. We can't put in an access road, okay. Looks good. And there we go. Do they want that there? Screw around with traffic with that happening, you know. There we go. Now, movie reference incoming when it could flow of spice, basically. That means we want to make sure that stuff comes in, comes out, okay, that traffic getting out interstate. Because those you don't get trashy. Now I have a choice of lowering the budget or turning things off. So we now are flush with power. So we have better power. We're going to commission these little bad boys. Unless there's something over here. Oh, it's still over here. But I have a plan for that. Much as I did not want to put that power plant down. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this up here. It'll produce far more water, more electricity than this stuff needs. Done properly. Put it over here. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, that one house is going to hate me. Work that. They don't seem unhappy, so we'll roll. And this gets rid of unsightly wires. They have their own power. And we begin decommissioning our wind power because it's kind of inefficient. But it did good in the beginning. You don't get your money back. And that means that at the end of our basic wind turbines. Now we have wind turbines for this. We have one off the coast which we can serve the purpose when it did. However, we're just going to turn it off because excess is excess. We should be completely with power nonetheless. So, yep, there we go. And if we have an emergency, we can turn that one on until we have money. By getting rid of all of those expenditures, we are now taking in. We now have more money than we used to. Give or take the fact that we tanked their budget. No, we tanked our money. Alright, that's gonna be fun. Literally need to do something about garbage. We're gonna put that on that road and hope that's gonna be enough for now. Yeah, that'll be fine. Doesn't have to be perfectly in a green. Just need green. Alright. Yep. I'm just gonna do it that way. That way there's recreation close by. Right now traffic is good. We're actually doing really good with only one entrance to the city, but we need to fix that. If we don't do that before we go urban, going urban will be horrible. If we're lucky enough that we have more map, we can start urban elsewhere. But it doesn't change the demand that it creates. Traffic is actually in a decent flow. Everything's well accounted for. We have a couple of points, but that's the most real issue. The goal of our endeavor is to keep it in order, while also, speaking of water, you know what? We could be fishing. Randomly stick that over there. We are actually geared towards around to connect over here, so that's not bad. We're gonna replace that at some point when we get it. While this is a game, I like to think of it in terms of real life, because so if this isn't working here, we are going to turn this into not farming, but we're going to go with forestry because it'll kind of look nice. The nice thing is that themselves don't need to use the actual area, so to speak, but I like to pretend. Alright, there. That's a specialization. We need just do it. Do you eat? Let's give them that little extra poof that they wanted. Industrial. And that'll give us an option to what was I thinking? Okay. Oh, that's what I was thinking. What we're doing is we're going to road that will permit us to put in industry without destroying. Let's see, fishing harbor, fish farm. Oh, it's all like that? Really? Really? Torque it. Life is not perfect. There we go. We have our fish farm. The nice thing about these fishing industries, at least in this game, is that they belong to the city. They employ people in the city. And there we go. Okay. Okay. Well, these bad boys don't have any power over here. Those were kind of close. Turn it on. That's what it's for. And it's best to keep the away from the sewage end of this. If we have the ability to clean. Nope. Oh, it's gonna be a while. Okay. I mean, I can play with everything unlocked, but I just don't like to. Yeah. We're eventually gonna put a dam right up here. Somewhere. Really cannot build a dam. I haven't actually figured out where it is. However, we can lay way down. Protect these poor people. business about flooding the town. Eventually we're gonna put in that the dam, and we don't want to deal with the fallout. There we go. Still kind of low, but still able to handle work. Ass a bit. Just raise that. Just no. Let's raise that a little bit. Pretty, it's not, but that can be fixed. Because the goal is to actually provide for people. It can literally be straight. Because the quay can actually be used as a walkway. If we have the right mod, of course, this is the right mod. So the quay here is to shunt the water away from the city. Probably not. So raise that. There we go. Pretty? Probably not. It's really good when you put an urban area in this town. They can't afford that. Alright, we have issues. We have a store. Taxes are too high? Really? Seriously? Come on, man. I just fixed everything over there. What do you mean everything's expensive? I'm not even charging you taxes. We are, but not that much. Alright, we now have a chance in finances. So we only need to figure out why these houses are not upgrading. Oh, it's always that one. Nope, don't go to college yet? Really? Okay, we know that that works. We know that that comes here. So we're gonna do horrible things. No, I could have sworn I put it here. Okay. Anyway, to make sure. Oh, we have a road. Okay, we have a little road. So we will place this someplace where road access, but covers this neck of the wood. Alright, there we go. A bunch of happy people. I see that our edge system is suffering a little. Then we could use a new school. We'll put the school right here on the hill. And we now have capacity. This area is kind of big, so we will throw down a escuela there. And that's good. Still doing on our touch it down? Probably. It's down just a smidge. Jeez, you guys are killing me. People are killing me. Alright, we have a cat wanting to say hi, but seems to think that she should say hi by rubbing the microphone. Mr. Pooks is very needy this morning. Okay, that was a cat kiss that she doesn't want. Ah, there we go. She wants to help out today. Everything is working all awesomely. We're going to upgrade some streets, even though we probably should save our money. What's really interesting about upgrading into is that this game is that this costs as that for upkeep, and we want a healthy population that has opportunity to hike if they so choose, which, because it's a game, it will definitely impact our traffic. There are some people in the real world that are very mindful, and they take more after Europe in certain areas where biking is a thing. Alright. Deployment? Oh! That's not good. We should probably do something about that. Let's build a new neighborhood before we do any infrastructure or anything. Alright. Alright, it's time to put down a large avenue. Persistent animal in our... So what do we really want to tram here? It's gonna be spread out, kind of like Eugene, Oregon, seems spread out. I used to go shopping there, and it's really very spread out, and it's a low thing. It's a low density community, I could tell when I was there 20 years ago. Mostly flat too, weirdly enough. It's inside the valley. On the other, you know, it's through some mountains and stuff. If you could call those hills mountains, but I mean, it has gentle rolling hills in spots, but overall, it's kind of flat. So, soften the terrain a little bit. Alright. We still have this indentation here, which I really don't like. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go reverse and see if that works. If not, alrighty. In neighborhood. That doesn't work. Something's crooked. Alright, we're just screwed. I got it. There's no connection with the industrial area there. There's a lot of neighborhoods where I live that have outlets whatsoever, and they outlet into busier areas. They outlet follow a lot of basic road rules that have been explained in other areas of the city area, like City Planners Bay, Skylines. He did a 6-minute video on road rules in the real world. And what's really interesting is they work in this game until the AI craps out when you have high industrial. You know, when you just coast right into urban, you know, office spaces, IT works, all different types of, you know, once you start blending lots of goods into for those areas, traffic is almost completely needs to be, you know, arterial roads, collectors, neighborhoods don't cause, and they dump to collectors that connect to arterials or another collector. This area here will never be urban. I used to actually convert all these areas into urban. Things just went stupid immediately. It's easier to just leave these areas alone. Anyway, that's the end of breakfast. I really like this game so much that I almost want to play the city when I'm not here with you guys. So here we are going to offshoot. Where I think I'm going to begin the. However, you'll notice that a lot of the work that I do here is now that I've no road rules. I literally do not have neighborhood in facing the same direction. they're usually on another way between one intersection and the next, so that there's no traffic conflict. And in the subdivisions outside of the city here, this is common. I drive for Uber, I drive for a rider, and this is a common thing that I've noticed. The neighborhoods say no outlet, and so you go into the neighborhood, you may be able to drive all around and go circuits, do your jogging, but you're not coming out of there. Like, I'm pretty sure we don't need to right here, any of it. A lot don't set up and don't care about land wasting. The best bang for your buck. Like we do, trying to either maximize or be the rest of us doing things that look nice. I'm mostly a grid layer, so I lay a lot. I practice neighborhoods now that don't in the usual way. Like here, I have to decide whether or not this is going to be tram. I'm going to run a tram around here or not, because for some odd reason the Sims prefer access to trams, to subways, to everything. I think one of the YouTubers decided that we're going to test it, so he tested it, and they prefer the buses, and that is a real big bottleneck for the busing system. To make sure that little people in the game have everything that they need, but if choose between a bus and a tram, I'm going to take a bus, even if the bus isn't as fast. Tram. Or has a lot more stops. So what I found is I wind up with a lot of my buses not collecting people because, hey, there's no room. You're not going to run a people mover all day long, all night. You shouldn't. And I've even tried following our city's transit. Has a get a bus, get off a bus, get onto a train. These little things don't want to do it. I've decommissioned bus service sometimes because it's really painful. Trying to get out of the city, out of the suburbs with a bus, take them to a train station. But then I guess that's bad planning on my part as a player, I suppose. We're going to see how that happens. Right now, we are going to stick with the tram system. Like the tram, probably not. I'm bus line in and I'm done. Hey, looks like everybody's leveling up. How's this leveling up? This is a maximum house, but yet it can go further. Increase the value of land. How can I possibly increase the value of land when... Oh, we have no parks. Okay, your area does not have parks. You know what? Okay. Let's find you a park. Let's try something. That'll work. That actually has really good use. No idea what this looks like, but it looks like something. Oh, that worked out great. It just connected. Oh my god. Whoever built that mod, I love you. Okay, that connected everything, but this one's probably going to need a little bit of help. See if we can cheaterize this. Yes, we can. You move it mod maker. That was very handy. Make a road connection. Blam! Just slap a road connection. You know, a walking path and a park all in one go. That is beautiful. So we have actually improved the neighborhood. It's just a smidget. So we're gonna sneak another one of those down. I like it, man. I like it. And then I lost it. Ha! Oh, this thing. Oh my god. I've just found my new love. Look at that. It just goes through to the next road. It's seamless when done right. Oh my god. I don't even need this. I don't even need that. So let's see how many of these we can actually put in that go all the way through, look nice, and do the job. So it perfectly fits a single node fix. It's gorgeous. It's fantastic. This means that a lot of the walkway I have can be got rid of with one of those. Not here though. It is not thick enough because I was dumb. Okay. We can find another part in there. I like to, as much as I like golf, I like tennis. It's a two-person kind of thing. So we can get over here. We're going to put in these right about here because there's a walkway and it makes sense. And the city I live in, there's, I swear to God, a park every so often in the major metro area. It's nice. Every time you look up, there's a little park, or a bigger park, or a smaller park, or a resting park, or a park like in Bankhead. There's a park that is just on a corner, and you could walk on the sidewalk, but it's so much nicer to walk through that little corner there on that weird intersection type thing. I watched a dude and his dog walking through there one time when I was making a right turn. I was like, wow, I haven't seen this before. And yes, I love my city. I just moved here 4 months ago, but I've always loved this city since I was here when I had my kid years and years ago. So I love the nightline, you know, in the way a New Yorker loves the New York skyline here. This has some ugly parts, of course. Every city has an ugly part. It's a lot cleaner than where I moved from in South Carolina. Even rivers have trash on the ground, they're still cleaner by a long shot. And this place is much bigger, and I don't understand it. Alright, we need to throw something down. We need another neighborhood. So we've got this area over here, and let's try to finagle a park in here. So we're gonna put in a basketball place so that even the little people over here. Alright. We're gonna give them a park because, you know, hey, you should have a park. This is a neighborhood. So we're going to actually give these guys a marina. Really cool part of the marina is snap. Bam! Right onto the quay. Jet ski rental. Slap that bad boy over here. Bam! And because these bougie, we are going to give them tennis courts. And like I said, they are bougie, so they get the tennis courts because, yes, they should have them. Alright, we're going to do that. That actually should help with upgrading most of our neighborhoods by giving them things I don't want to pay for. But, as you can see, the city now has quite a bit of leisure, parks and recreation. Value is probably not as high as it could be. Actually, land value is pretty much mid-range. We still have a lot to do to raise this up, but raising land tax, you know, increase the value of land by building parks, plazas, good services, increase land value. Alright, what are we missing? I think we are... Oh yeah, we can make happiness by putting these little... So we're going to put one here. This is a postal service. And we're going to plan ahead. And one over here. I like to keep them on main streets. Look at that. They're happy with this. It'll take a minute. These little bad boys go a long ways. Look at that. And will increase happiness. And we should have a look at services, parks and recreations. I don't want to do that. That is absolutely mostly expensive. We can't afford that yet. We are not making 9,000, so we are going to because bikes. Cycling, yes. Smoking and recreational use, fun that. Prefer ferries. Yeah, let's not bother with that. Okay. Now we need to do this. Area. So they definitely need their own ordinance. And we have Beach Square, okay. The district is mostly a district for really interesting reasons. It has to do with the fact that I want to zone a commercial there, like that. Later we're going to zone the commercial here, so we're not going to build commercial right away. In the meantime, we need to make sure that we have road work set up. Leave for the win. Even everything I'm doing is square, I am creating visual interest in the neighborhood. First off, we don't need a high school yet. Should probably, for general principles, put a school in somewhere about there. Work out. I'm pretty sure that I need to start using some of this other stuff. 160 every 20 minutes. Alright, let's do this bad boy. Damn. Is there never any room industrial? Ever. Alright, they don't need one. You know what? Let's put that here because we have a need for employees.
my own world of make. Keeping in the cradles, profanities. I see the eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around the room. My world's so it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradle, profanity. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if
Alright, I'm back. So, anyway, roommates getting a new position. Looks way happier not to be working where they were working. So that is awesome. Everything looks good. Now, about this. We have serious issues, and now is a good time to pause. We have a need for workers, and we have not laid any foundation over here. We have almost everything we need. But let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by having to do this later. We did that at the beginning. Check our power. We're definitely for sure gonna need more power. And more than likely going to need more garbage. No, maybe not right away. Looks good, looks good. So there we go. We have power. Alright, we cannot have a neighbor without power. It just doesn't work. So we are going to, what's that called? Marquee. I had it right the first time. A neighborhood. And while we don't necessarily, I never like to build on the corners because I always, destabilize for family. So we're going to zone according to the needs of the neighborhood so that they don't have issues. I really think I'm going to make this neighborhood a little bit longer over here. So we're going to do that. Alright, I have a friend that asked me to stop being a little lazy person. Not that I'm lazy. I have a habit of not moving my my expansions in Final Fantasy XIV until the next expansion comes out. I'm horrible that way, I know this. No, 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 no. Oh, hell nah. Oh, sorry about that, moms. Heck nah, we're not doing that. Oh. Alright, see if we can do this. Yes. Yes. Alright. Do that. That worked out. Sometimes you the game into doing it your way. Like Burger King. I remember when Burger King came out, we were doing it your way. Power? Are you telling me we need power? We do not need power. People, we do not need power. We have all the power. What we don't have is labor. We have all the labor. Alright. Let's have a look at this area. That's good, that's good. We're good to go. Alright. We need to put in a park, probably another school. We'll never have enough schools later. So, right now we are going to effectively put in a school right about here. And these guys need a shared library, so before we worry about having a library, we will do that. And slap down these bike paths in between neighborhoods to ensure that our neighbors in the neighborhood can get to services and doing stuff. And then we have that special. Ooh, wow, we spent a lot of money. There we go. Oh my god, that thing is so nice. Let's see how that works. Should be able to right about here. Connect the neighbor, grab this, use the mod, connect them. This allows the two neighborhoods to connect to each other. Now because we are a little broke, we're going to do this instead. I found that off the side, it connects much better. Let's let this baby. We're gonna march the rest of the way and hope for the best. And we're gonna do that for the corners. We're in the pit of doom here. Oh, the pain. The pain. Okay. We're just gonna sit back and we're gonna relax. We're gonna chillax. It's just like starting a city. You bankrupt yourself to make sure that you can fix the supply and demand issues, because no employees, businesses leave. No businesses, no influx of people to being hired. Case in point, a programming company, dropped a building in another city, imported a bunch of labor, aka programmers, management staffs, marketing, etc., etc., and to help with stimulating the economy. What happened around the office that they put their office in? A condo / apartment building was built. The roads were reworked by the city. Quite a bit. I mean, it's actually a really big national global company. So they put offices in a small city, and to stimulate growth. A lot of times, cities will say, "Hey, build here, do it here. We will provide openings and rezonings to build up an area." So in the 3 years, a Starbucks got open. Okay, you know an area. And what's really interesting is that the people at this programming company said, "Hey, we don't want it in the building, but we want it nearby." So they built a Starbucks in 2 blocks away from this office. Getting in there was a bear, trust me. One of their main offices is in the city that I live in. And so there was that. It's like the worst thing that ever happened. Everybody had knee-jerk reactions the whole way through. Look at that. Our whole new area is filling out really nicely, really quickly. It's 9 in the morning. The game does not do any building after 5. And we are pushing $300 in the black. We never even went into the negatives that I could tell, because I was talking and drinking tea. Now we can do this. Blam, blam, blam. We don't have to have that unsightly mess there. We'll keep this one for general principles. Because, yes, should always be ready. Alright, there we go. Now with our electrical needs being over the top, we can turn our backup reserve off. And that will save us a little money every month. Alright, we're about to do business because we lack people. Noise pollution is very heavy over here. You'll notice that the noise pollution is contained in in time. What we're going to do once we level up again, we're going to start having commercial businesses on one side of the street. We'll start buffering. What that means is that there'll be a layer of offices because they're quieter. This right here will be turned into office, and along the edge here, and edges away from residential will be commercial business to cut down on the noise. Which will increase, believe it or not, happiness. We have people. We're having an influx of population. The global happiness is really nice. We're really happy, mostly. Why are you not happy? You can name everything here. Spartan drops. Name will get you a building, street, or the more you pay, the better your stuff. The single amount will get you a house. A house. We'll start in a neighborhood, trust me. We'll pick a neighborhood and we'll go from there, and that'll be our named after people. Because it's fun. You can see that the city in general is very happy. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't places, there's always going to be little corners. And our corners are here. Are you unhappy? It's happy. Yeah. So this one's not happy. We have no idea. Not perfect. So, are we missing parks? Of course. whoever made this little park, God bless their hearts, because it's the sweetest ever. It does so much for so little. However, size is everything. We don't want really big places sometimes. 8 by 8, that thing's sure doesn't it's worth the work. Our city is cheap. And we like the most bang for our buck. This dude makes really module parks. Depending on my download as to whether or not I have pictures of these parks, I miss having pictures, trust me. But you know what? I can live with it. Alrighty then, let us go with giving this neighborhood a... We'll put this right here. I'm sorry, my bad. Do that. Should take care of most of the park happiness in the area, most, not all. When we come over here, we're going to drop for something different. Count for the road in case later a road must be built. Looking good. This is a botanical garden. So I wouldn't want to put this over here. They don't really have a botanical garden, but in the scale of it's a natural area. There's no harm in having a small garden. We'll put this off to the side, and this should take care of most of the needs for a while. We should be good. Garbage. Of course, garbage is always a problem. Cannot fit that in there. I'm extremely cheap. Can't put it at the bottom of the hill here. Goal is not to overburden our residential. Alright, garbage processing is good. Death care. We're not doing too bad for death care. We need to laying this stuff down, but we do not have the money. And you'll notice we are gaining population. Hands down, no issues. Careful planning, always. There's nothing more than watching to catch up with the development. Columbia, South Carolina, they've been same stretch of highway for years. Which I know. Nah, it's been at least that I know about. It was moved in that area before they could road from a collector slash from a two-lane collector. They had to buy out. They had to push the sideway back, and infrastructure for future. First started developing. There was enough infrastructure for single family homes, but not the way developers do it. So they were extending the road and literally bracing, and it's side at that point. But it's a smaller, you know, 1,132. You know, they're just, get an idea they need things. Now the question that we have, are we going to put in a bus or a tram? I really don't want to pay for the service at this point. It is cheaper to literally lay tram. And right now, have provided access to trams for neighborhoods. They just have to travel. And they'd be fine with that. Brand new neighborhood, plenty of ways to bike around, get where you need to go. It's good. Takes everything into account at all times. Alright, let's have a look at it. We have a great big amounts of happiness. Commercial's not that happy, but I don't know why they're not happy. They're not because I don't have any warehouses yet. Houses need absolute connection to the interstate. Absolute. Otherwise, it's nightmarish getting stuff around. Alright, we are jails. Before we can do anything, we literally have to take care of. So we're gonna drop a small metro police somewhere useful. This will get access to probably poor neighborhoods. Not pretty, but it is what it is. Doesn't help that we would probably raise the budget just a tad. Now, our fire response is probably abysmal, so we are going to literally give a... Is that what I think it is? Oh, that's the office. We're just going to do that. And then we need to worry about our healthcare coverage, which is terrible. Alright. Let's have a look at our budget. Could be a little better. And what's really messed up about the healthcare here is that one clinic literally can take care of a community of 700. Because to be honest, not everybody gets sick all the time. So what we're doing is we're going to look. We have 36 sick citizens. We have boosted, probably way too much crap in here. We're going to lower that just a little bit. Because more, we're going to lower that, increase that just a smidge. We're going to do something horrible. We're going to ask them to move. Because it doesn't provide coverage for the entire area, and that's what we want to do. And because it's a business, we're going to snap it right there. While it is bad, it gives a more central coverage of the entire network. Because we really don't need a bigger, we need more. We can handle the sick capacity at this time. Are they a little overworked? Of course. And then we need to start worrying about the services. However, we need to... You'll notice that with our new population, with the adjustment of our budget, still running flush in the black. Traffic is still made, there's no holdups. Everybody's getting everywhere. I mean, yeah, I probably should have some responses, but we're gonna play in a peaceful universe. We are now starting to have some issues over here because we are running our garbage trucks out of here. And we can rework the network to put garbage trucks out in a different place. But it is specs. It is not other entrances and exits, which we are in the process of. And blammo, we are here. We can now. Do we want to? No. Oh heck no. My insanity is not complete. We're gonna go ahead and make this purchase. Do we want it? Not really. But if we do not control that section of interstate, it will torment us. Alright, let's see what we have available.
Stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'd be moving fast.
Let us increase our budget on roads. Voice with the campus expansion of owning a campus. College instead of. We have 692 available for college. We can zone and build a college, or we can check our population is still not up to par. I would generally want to start a urban, but I know better. We're going to start checking everything. What we're going to do is we still don't have enough population. Our unemployment is zip. And not even surprised. Education. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're now planning the college's campus. What this means is we need to ensure that they have connections of all kinds. Ordnance play connections. I can see I would fuck this up. Mess this up. That's fine. Go. This will allow us to turn into a tram circuit just for the college, which will handle the needs of the local area as well. College students are not rich. They balance their budget no matter how much the school costs. However, we don't really want them connecting with the other neighborhood per se. So we do need to do some measuring. Here we go. I'm gonna drop just a little bit. And begin cool things like this. Really? I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that. Nope, I'm not down with that. The nature of the college, they only need to actually have access to come in. Everything is handled by their own roads. That said, it is time. The obvious. Alright, we're gonna do that. Alright. Oh, I do a trade school? Really? Alright. Yeah, main administration building. Plumbing? Zip. Alright, we need to check our school. Our capacity should be 700. This allows college students easy access to businesses. I'm not against these college students as having access. What's really funny is that the way this is designed, you can literally connect a walkway to a college. Or the admin building, per se. The college town, now. So. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, we're gonna do this. Control Z for the win. See how this works. We're gonna make the bloody adjustment. There we go. Alright. And on the bright side, we can now make move it moments. Oh, I need to fix that. It's not cool. There we go. And resist the urge. Always resist the urge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in a regular little tiny teensy kiddie park. Because hey, it'll be fun. Well, let's do a dog park if we can. And the point of the dog park, the point of the park, that's not a dog park. Really? Ah. Dog park. College students like their dogs too. This gives them access to a dog park that's also in a neighborhood that they can access to get to the skate park, of course, as well as, you know, do various domestic goods, make it to the next area, yada, yada, yada. We're still not known for any high industrial, even though we can. Probably should, but we should actually pick an area. Like here. This now counts as industrial. This will allow us some ability to control sound pollution. Since we don't need any commercial at this time, we can control many little things. So we're planning ahead. Getting across the road. We're currently allowing for dealing with our industrial by planting this really awesome thing called offices. And we're going to begin noise polluting. So, lamb, I hate to do this to you guys, but over the course of we are now ending noise pollution in neighborhoods. Our neighborhood is now being zoned for an industrial called offices. To account for increasing the value of the land by reducing noise pollution. Care about noise pollution here? Not really. It's industrial. Straight up industrial. Now, what we're going to do now is check our zones, hit the pause button, and blam. We're going to turn that into IT. And you'll notice that every other area can be an IT sector. And our industrial will go down. This is probably one of the best times to switch over to managed goods, as in bracing ourselves for the future. But we're definitely going to need to build near a railroad and provide proper connections. Alright, we're going to do a trash check. Check. Everything's looking good. We're having issues in the same area, but we're still at a flow of over 100%. Crime, you know, we're just gonna do it. Gonna find a little place and we're gonna slap this little bad boy down. And we're gonna do it right here. And that just totally wiped us out. Alright. Dude, get off my damn wires, man. cat is like really wanting some attention today because I've just been talking my little lungs out. Yeah. One day, Pooh, you will be on video. Don't worry. You'll be a star. It's today's rest day, and I consider City Skylines restful. I know that more like watching people build towns because it's zenable, meditative. And if the voice is right for you, the voice in the background is just background noise. My roommate is in the car. She nods off all the time. I'm talking to her. Look at the Sims, they're upgrading like crazy. Look at this. We have our IT sector. It is beautiful. I love those buildings. We have our regular offices. And let's have a look at it. We have no unemployment still. Make unemployment, don't worry. Now, sometimes to control unemployment, or how many jobs are available, we're going to ask these people to stop employing. And it's possible we will take out this whole sector here, which is trees. This is farming, I think it is. It is. We are going to look at the map, and we're going to start an industry of trees. But again, we have to put in our connections because we can't not do it. Alright, it's that magic moment. We have enough money for this. We're going to add revenue by putting in a two-way toll booth. This is usually the best place to do it. Okay, I've learned. Now, hopefully we have enough cash-ola for what we're doing. Of course not. It's always like that. It's one of the reasons not in truth to use this, believe it or not. Because it doesn't connect like you want to. But I'm cheap. I'm being cheap. I plan to be cheap about this. Because there's just no way to do it. And we're going to do this about it because, as I said, they're a little on the dumb side. They just insist on being different. And it's always painful, it always clogs up traffic when it doesn't need to. So basically I'm gonna do this too. To hell with that. And, oh yeah, we have problems already. I forgot. Water, we need water. I generally run city water along the interstate. And that is mostly to create to create a universal access. So we're gonna drop this bad boy right there. We'll get 13 grand. We may eventually fix this into something else, but for right now, I know that where there's road, there is water. Just stop here and just drop this bad boy right here. Base occupied, of course it is. We can't see, so of course. Alright, with that done. Go. Check. Yeah, we can run a power line. Yeah, probably run a power line. Probably be pretty awesome. But, you know, it's a small place. And until we actually were here, we're gonna just do that. And we're out of money. So there's that. However, we have first. But like I said, it works so much better if it's just a regular straight piece. They don't really like to do thing that you ask them to do reasonably. Waste a little money there. And see how that flies. What I want to do is put a clover leaf in there. I would love to see that as a four-way for interstates because it works. It's the best thing that the Sims know how to use. So there's a rumor that our population is in need of more population. Oh yeah, we'll have to finish college. Let's turn this bad boy off for now. I knew I forgot something. I got all distracted. But that's okay. It'll be fine. Alrighty. The nice thing about the colleges is that you can throw these dormitories in on a road. Or you can be fancy about it and but I noticed that in town, because I live in an urban area, the school is very square, very on the road, very blocked in certain places, so we're going to do this. Alright, that's capacity. And with any... Oh, for the love of God, really? Now you're gonna make me move this thing. Silly game. But we for sure need to... see if we can get this connected. Touching? Not touching. Okay. We're gonna turn it. Holds 300 students. One more. City needs another one. Can't really afford it right now, so it's best to be prepared. But grab some money. Alright. Alright, we're still in the pre-planning phases of school. We're gonna let the city do what the city's gotta do. They're just gonna not be happy with it right now. We now have... Are you kidding me? So we can't... what the hell is that? Alright.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide.
Alright.
Hold tight, dripping light, paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights, paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move.
Alright, that's it for now. Alright, we're hammering money. We need to figure out why. I hate that. You're hemorrhaging me, and I have a really good idea. Educated. See, the thing is, the minute you give them education, suddenly everybody hates you. So we actually do this 38 grand work. Alright.
Dripping lights, paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights, paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move.
let's be nasty and turn it all on. Make these little puppies happy with us again. 2, 3. And then try to figure out why. Okay. They're really picky about the roads. So we need to do this now. Or we're not doing it. Alright, get rid of it. So we're not doing anything fancy, it seems. We cannot afford anything but a removal. These people need to be connected to the school. With their own roads. Okay. This is when you go, oh guys, really? You want to go there? Okay, fine. Get your pockets out. I really want to. We need to reverse the budget by about 11. Plan on doing it. Alright. That's gonna take care of everything right there. Bye! We're so sorry our costs are gonna go up because guys split town to the tune of 600 people. But we need to actually get back in the black, so here we go. Short 10,000. That school is killing us. What we can do is shave some damn school budget off. Shave a little of the parks down. We have quite a few parks, I admit. Her healthcare is so in the... We're gonna take it back down. And we're gonna have to cut road budget just a tad because, well... I'm all for shutting this money pig down. Oh, these bastards. Alright, we're gonna try to get by this without... Okay. We're close. Just a tad. Not gonna go crazy, but we're also gonna reduce our park budget by a minute. So we can't really afford a school. Or college, to be more precise. Alright, we can lower our electrical budget, just add. Go check that out. It's a little low, okay. Alright. It's not worth it. Still don't have enough. It's possible to get by with running the school system. Okay. Notice how we suddenly don't have anything? We have a population problem. So what we're gonna do that these people really nice relocated. All right. Looks like there's no coming back from this short of such that university down, which will kill the city again.
like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. Going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Let's have a look. Flow like water, so mainstream. Again, we're working on budget. Our commercial, we have goods issues, low land value. Why is that? We don't have any damn parks. Okay. We're gonna put our parks back up here. We cannot support a college of this level. Got it. Problem is once they have something, they don't want to give it up, and so it actually negatively affects the town if you take it away. We can't build anything. We're hemorrhaging money. Yeah, it's actually famously, it is possible. So. There aren't enough loans you can take out for this. 80,000 is not going to even remotely help this budget. I'm starting to think this is FUBAR. It's really sad. Every town that's ever lost its major industry, usually losing a college shouldn't actually too much affect anything other than student housing. 1,000 people, and it's negatively impacted revenue by a lot. However, we cannot money build infrastructure. We're in the hole by almost 500. It will be 500,000. It'll be probably almost a million before this town recovers. So we need like 25,000 for a small hand-built college. It would have been cheaper to have just dropped one of the pre's in. And now, I'm gonna cry. Been asked to work on my Omni today and finish the story quest and all the extraneous pulls and shirts between, expansions done. I don't know if that's how I want to spend my rest day though. What I have is that my main class is already maxed to 80. Like finishing games because I don't want to play them and I don't come back. I maxed out a character. I mean, I could remax out. I could max a character out later in the Conan on or Unchained or what they're calling it these days. Now free to play. I maxed out a character. I maxed out 2 of them. I quit playing. Not enough roleplay for my LARPing, and the best people left. And that. Oh, this is so slow waiting for this to start regenerating. So we've got double the amount of schools, so let's close some of them because that's what they did after the baby boomers. Alright, there's a school there, there's double school here, so we will reduce capacity by about 600. We have a double school in this area, so we will close that elementary school. We need to up the budgets to account for our high schoolers, and the only way to come up with the money is to do this. It's an unhappy thing that these children are going to have to be bused somewhere, but we need to reduce half the population of schools. One there, one there, there. We will close that one. Ooh, that's close. Okay, maybe not. Alright. And I have only one high school. That's the problem. So We are going to remove that one other elementary school because we know that if we up the budget, that school will suddenly start having this. We'll have more money. All right, that done. We're going to bring the school system back up to 100 and have a look at our elementary schools. The education problem is almost immediately affects neighborhoods. Immediately. So plus 106 have not enough money, not enough money, not enough money. So it will be easier to up the budget 10% and then have a look at what schools are doing great. That means we can shut this one off. No offense, people. We'll turn it back on later when we need it. There we go. It's unfortunate, but we need to make sure that the high school is capable. And we only have one, and we still don't have enough money in the system for that guy, so we're going to keep it up. Go with 24%. Get a look at it. Elementary schools are well capped. Schools certainly look better. We are definitely going to jack this for the high school and be done with it. Basically, what I'm doing is our universities are spoiled, we don't care. Elementary schools are overproducing again. This means that we are going one down. Nothing personal, but we have more than enough money in the budget, so we're going to that one and bus students. That is going to be really close. But we have leeway of 119 seats. And this will allow us to take it till we make it. Because as you see, that educational system immediately impacts the schools. Running as bare bones as we can get away. Sad. Yeah. Did we actually down that budget? It's a little down. Need a little bit of money in there. We need to hold our own till we get this population into the 8,000s. 8,000, we should have more than enough capital to move the place along. Hopefully our fishing industry will, as small as it is, will chunk money into the system. You can run at a complete deficit as long as you have a very energetic system of specialized industry. Like forestry, all of this. One of our biggest problems right now is that commercial is unhappy. We have no warehousing. Spending money, education is the bottom of it. It is, as usual. We're going to keep finding education in of everything. There's nothing we can do about one group of uneducated people. What we can do is this. We can zone everything for schools out. It's not pretty. It's not nice. Let's push a service in. There we go. This should actually allow us to bounce. We worry about slowly reintegrating everyone into college at a later date. Very few people are going to want to go to college at this point forward. It's terrible. As much as I want people to go to college, but in our town can't handle it. We just can't handle it. So, what we're going to do, some fast, dirty business. What are we going to do about roads? Nothing. We're going to zone as much as we can, sell as much as we can, and clean up the mess of this emergency later. I mean, we could go and do something really interesting like zone for high density. Great. But it will not be good for the city. It would just add to the problems we can't afford to fix. So, that's pretty much it. We have a little bit of industry, that's great, and we have population to eat it up. We do not. So we are going to work on getting the population to eat up the jobs that we do have. And as soon as we have an unemployment rate, there we go. We can worry about adding industrial areas. There we go. Adding a little bit of industrial, not much, just a little. Putting in that buffer we were talking about earlier is that we're gonna, because we cannot support, we're going to work on a service industry real quick. And that won't hurt us, but it will allow us to fix some basic problems that neighborhoods have with noise pollution. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We're not going to do anything in here if there's anything to say about it. Most of this stuff is going to be based on dirty to pull us out of this terrible, terrible funk, because this is a funk. And we have electrical needs, so we're going to pull the electrical up a little bit. There we go. Oh look, there's issues with pulling up. I don't care. I really can't care right now. There's nobody there to care. So basically what this means, we're being advanced on a heavy basis, being stolen from, blah 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 blah. And technically that would normally in the real world lead to damages, and that is all. So let's see how we can, we're going to try to recover. I promise everyone that we absolutely will be building that college, but right now we are just underfunded for it, and we need them to pay taxes. That is the crux of the matter. Low land value, ding dong. I am going to avoid the dirty deed of urbanizing. And I think I'm urbanized. But suddenly you'll have all this money and you literally will have no way to fix anything. As you wait. Our population, 8,000, should stabilize the economy, give or take the fact that we have a college we can't open for a while. And a long while. We need 20,000 to work, and we need to be able to have an industry capable of supporting the college. That's all there is to it. schools out. Can't afford that. Really want to go Oregon here, but I can't afford that. You know, we could do that to an area, but which area? We could do it to these bougies over here. I bet they're super extra flush with money and happiness. And they can afford it. Alright. Let's slap these people with this terrible thing. I'm not really down for it, but there are neighborhoods that have this issue, so we're gonna have these bougies over here do it. You know what? Let's not do that here. Let's do that over by the high school. It's terrible, I know. It's just terrible. If we do it in the area of the high school, it'll pay for the high school. Be very happy about it. However, city needs all the help it can get, and while we're at it, we will open up an elementary school over here that qualifies to be this one. We'll turn it on, and we will turn off a different one. Oh, it was already on? That works wonderful. So basically we can improve our elementary school education areas where there's 2 schools and making it, it's dirty, it's very dirty. I get it, but it works. Because it means that the high school population and any other education in the area is good, better, best. So what we'll do is slap that school in there, and this will allow us to turn that back on for the price of 2 schools. And the rest of the city will be paying regular. Look at that. Look at that. Population gain. We're gonna throw down these little bad boys for a while. Because it's so much cheaper than the other one. And we'll eventually one day turn this all back on. Oh, it around here. Look at that. People. 40, 37. We're getting a population. Not pretty. Considering a lot of our collectors are being used for neighborhood street access streets. Speaking of which. I'm just gonna ignore my rules for now. Come on, guys, really? Just gimme! Let me fix this town for you! I'm sorry I teased you about college. My bad. I thought we could do it. We had 1 million and instead we had nothing! Yeah, in a proverb somewhere it says, first lay your full field or your money, then build your house. Okay. With the college thing. It's supposed to make money, but I guess it's a money sink to begin with. So we're gonna use a stock college. We're just gonna slap it into the college area, and eventually we'll either move it or something. But we will give these people the college they want, so they can stop sweating me. Alright. I hate this. It's 5 o'clock in the day. We won't worry about it today. Let's see. I hate to do this. But I decided to pick a spot that can actually deal with the traffic. Or not. Nope, can't do that, so we're kind of stuck with it. Okay. But we need money, and we gotta do dirty things for that right now. Keep these dudes all the way on the edge towards an area where we're going to be building later. And hope that they won't much. Alright. So starting tomorrow they'll start building and we'll see if we can get this turned around. Go ahead and check our finances when it comes to taxation in the area. Taxation is in the 11% for the whole city. But we're not going to want to do too much. We just need to actually turn the cash flow around and then walk away from the computer. This will impact just about everything from education to healthcare. By the time these 3 blocks or areas are done, whether or not we need to do another block. We don't want to do more than a few blocks, we just need to start cutting into that $1 million debt. That's going to take discipline. I'm unsure if I should actually work on my Omni on Twitch or not. I don't have a lot of people. There aren't a lot of you who are subscribed, I understand. Oh my god. Hi? You're still there? Don't normally have my streaming agent on top because I have animal twinkle toes and I don't want them to turn it off. It's not like a dog where they stay on the floor. Alright, we're doing 3,000. So we need to look and see what they need. What do you need? Tell me what you need. Education! Yes, of course! Education! It's gonna keep being a theme for a while. But we are upgrading nonetheless. Education? It's a theme. Gonna be a theme for a while until we get those colleges up. But we have not,
There's a distance between us.
as of yet, filled all the spaces, so we're not going to worry about it. Again, educate, increase the value of the land. Oh, that's a new one. So, okay, we'll check the budget. Fine. There's your increase. See, we don't have the trash to handle. Yeah, it's pretty much what I thought. We don't have the trash management for this. We can't handle this. This will require money. Alright, let's do this. We're getting there. It's not gonna be fast. As we can see, this is a problem. We are going to get rid of anybody who's complaining, because there's nothing we can do about it. We're gonna lose them anyway, so there we go. The problem is this creates logistical issues that we are not infrastructured for. Hey, but realistic, this is how life would be. We are not infrastructured for it, so we're dealing with it. We do have the infrastructure for maintaining some degrees of happiness, but we are not infrastructured for water, power, and sewage, and trash. They're really pushing the trash a little bit here. What that means is every time we do something with the trash, we have to up the budget. Because we can't build anything. So we can hire more people, but can't literally do anything. And we have no unemployment whatsoever. But what we can do is create what we can do when we remove those areas is create employment right here. And these people will move into the urban area in about 8 hours. Alright, there we go. They're moving out. So we're gonna have to micro-manage this completely. Again, we're hemorrhaging money. Alright. I'm gonna turn off that edge scrolling. It's not good for streaming. There we go. And I'll edge scroll manually, which is actually kind of nice. I'm not really going to want a city up against my agricultural area, so we're going to try to keep it down because we were never supposed to build any residential over there until we had what we needed. Things don't operate at nighttime, although technically the fishing industry, due to one of the mods I have, the city does not sleep. The city sleeps. Wow, that YouTube got loud suddenly. There we go. Oh, you bastards, really? That's one of the problems, is that it's... They constantly want stuff, but when you don't have money, you want to spend money. So the city service. Okay, we got it. So we're gonna plan ahead for the next build, which should be about now in about 60 seconds. In about an hour, building again. Always something. Once you get in the doldrums of not being able to take out a loan when you really need one, do nothing but make more problems. See what I mean? People just don't like the jam. Till 6 o'clock in the morning too. We're actually going to make it where it's only active during the daytime because I'm cheap. Suddenly cheap. And since we're mostly watching our budget, we'll go for a ride. Get a look at the city at ground level. It's got crappy roads, I admit, because we can't afford to fix anything. But it's not like they don't have anything, but they don't have what they want. The minute I put in that college and then turned it all off, they were very upset. I mean, I could turn it on and it won't do me a hell of good. It'll just bleed more money than we have. As you can see, it's a really nice town. Looks like any other town. I mean, because we're only using vanilla stuff and such. I mean, I keep forgetting to learn how to use themes and stuff because I totally love to do a theme town. And yeah, I'm sure I could turn on unlimited money. But you're still gonna hemorrhage money if you don't do it right. It's just you don't have to worry about the hemorrhage. But I like understanding cities and how they work. So I argue with the budget. University-wise, the cat is out of the bag. There's nothing we can do. But this is a nice drive. I mean, really, it's really nice. 7 stops. I might get rid of one of them, or change it around because restarting it would be painfully expensive, I think. We were already here. Oh! What is not going on over here? No. No, no. Just do it. I don't want to hear about it. Infrastructure-wise, we really can't handle it. So we're going to try to keep it along the main thoroughfares and leaving these inner neighborhoods alone. Luckily it's 7 in the morning, so the building will get done. We still don't have unemployment enough. As much as they want us to have Commercial, we're just not doing it. I'm still going to be getting rid of most of the stuff that's all high density. But the reasons that they need to be rid of is this area is not be and is not geared for high density living. We have the issues. Once we hit a positive, even if it's $2, we can make it. As you can see, as soon as we would have urban, everything went to the poop basket. Look at that. I think I have a timed traffic light here. I don't know. Yeah, we have a timed traffic light. How's that working out for me? It's not. It's a good thing we were pre-planning early. But goods must be delivered to commercial, and that's the bottom line. This guy's complaining about his low land value. Oh yeah, they gave us money, but it doesn't do us any good. We can't do it. So, but we're still hemorrhaging money. All that stuff that we can do, we can't do anything with now. Let's see what we can do with the city planning. Where we're hemorrhaging money, can't afford to hemorrhage money. So. That costs money. Oh, that should never happen. Alright. Something that instantly creates traffic. Instantly. And that has a lot to do with bringing goods in, like everything. Every time you get a train in your neighborhood, that's goods being brought in for their commercial use, commercial manufacturing. We really need to get a train line in here to bring in goods into a networking system that will service the town, but currently we are a two exit town. Hemorrhaging money, but we are taking in a lot of people. We're find out our education over land value. We're back to land value. What do we need to do? We can't afford any of it. The land value here can be increased once we have money. This area is in the middle of the road. It didn't used to be. That has a lot to do with the fact that we shut the college down. I keep coming back to that college problem. So, we learned again that it's not like you put anything in. Wait a minute. Do something about this. We really need jobs? Yes, we need jobs. And we'll call this agricultural because, hey, why not? It's right next to everybody. We have crime issues that we cannot address. I guess you call that Popo was here. Sadly, our police department is working its ass off. We apologize to all citizens for our inability to finance more police. Please stand by. Pay high taxes. Yes, pay taxes. Alright, we are getting somewhere. Pretty, but we're getting there. We need these people paying taxes, so we need to provide more jobs, so we are going to just do things like that. We're going to maintain our low density plan in most areas to ensure that we can manage the goods. No idea why that went that way, but we now need a large bank. And there it is. Everything you didn't want to have happen because of poor planning. The city is Fubar. What we can do. Fuck. Cat, thank you. I have a cat in the way. Really need the outflow for the trucks. Uh,
My heart rages around like an ocean. I can almost feel you distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are coming around, then these parallel dimensions all alone. Find you in my dreams. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
that fixed the problem. We gave priority to people coming down the on-ramp that are going to industrial.
Empty town, searching for the lost and found. You don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there.
And while that was, we are getting closer and closer to being again. That bah, close, not the car. I have the body dude, the master of toilet paper destruction and artistic design. He's also a cat, just not gangster. He likes his smooth jazz, soul, Colt Ford because of the light rapper, and his chill beats, EDM. And he says he wants to leave now. Late on everything, of course.
You're never here when I'm in pain. You hide and disappear like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fear. I'm on my own.
Current time, clock at night. For those of us that don't actually understand military time, I prefer it. It always tells me whether it's AM or PM by the fact that it's anything over 13, anything over 12. Subtract 12 until midnight, or at 0 and you pretty much know what time of the, whether, you know, if it's 11 or 12 or something. 1500 is all 5 o'clock. So we are getting closer. And then we are not. Alrighty then, we need to do something here. Nothing too crazy. So, can we handle it? A little bit of electricity savings. Not much. But you know, every little bit helps. We literally have no nighttime tram. We're gonna drop the budget just to see if we can actually pull ourselves over the line. One of these things we could do. We've done everything with surfaces without literally causing the town to empty. We're gonna take a hit to that. Alright, we're gonna pick a neighborhood, parks, and we're going to start turning off parks. We're gonna pick a neighborhood, because that would be bad. Here we go. Neighborhoods with the best area parks. We're gonna kill the Quay area park. Upkeep. Oh, look, they're happy again. That is not a park. There we go. Parks. Park's not really working for you? Alright, we're gonna cut that bitch thing off. Not really doing any good over here. Alright, we're just gonna kill it. This is on the edge. We're going to cut it off. It's 42 bucks. However, keep it 211. Alright. We're gonna turn off some 211s to see what happens. Like I said, we're gonna hurt a few neighborhoods. We're gonna keep it on this side. Can't win for losing. Turn it off. It affects the neighborhood almost immediately. Amusing. Neighborhoods are better producing when there's a park. Shut that bad boy off. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. Because I'm about to pull my hair out. We're gonna take a break from Northwood Hills. Save this, even though we don't want to save it. But it's pretty much us gonna need to start over at this rate. Anyway, see y'all. Nanu.